If you've got 15 minutes, I've got 15 minutes for you. And let's do a little stretch. Somewhat of a workout. Find your way on your mat. Start on your back. So for this, we're not going to do Shavasana. We're going to do what I call a little active death. Because, you know, corpse pose. So take your thumbs right above your eyes. Doesn't matter which one's in front. Extend them in the back of your head. Just stretch from end to end. Imagine you can touch whatever's behind you. If there is nothing behind you, just imagine there is a wall 10 feet away and you're trying to get there. And same thing with your feet. Use your toes, try to touch whatever's in front of you. If you want to bring them together, that's fine by me. Just make sure that doesn't cause low back pain. Mostly want to just stretch out the abdominals here, hip flexors. Doing it right, you can squeeze your head off, maybe get a little stretch in the back. Squeeze your legs, push through the heels. Maybe you want to lift your whole body off the floor. Be careful on the back if you do this. Come back down to the ground if you're off it. Open your legs, push the hands and the feet away, elevate the shoulders. Okay, relax. Similar thing. This time we're going to go through the heels of the hands and the heels of the feet. So interlace your fingers, press them away from you, up above your head. Roll open the shoulder blades just a little bit. Push through the heels of your hands. Don't bring the shoulder blades to the ears so much, bring them towards your arms, which are going out in a V. Your legs out in a V. Push through the heels. Again, you can lift off the ground on this one. It's a lot safer for the back, for me at least. You're almost doing a little bit of a reverse bridge, a reverse plank. Take some deep breaths. In. Squeeze your glutes. Out. Hold the glutes. In. Squeeze. Out. Squeeze. Return to the ground if you're off. One more push. Through the heels of the hands, elevate the head, lift it up, lift it down. Be careful, only up and down. Push to the heels of the feet. Feel the stretch. Let it go. Good. Roll to your right. Use your left hand to push you up. Wonderful. Sit on up. Find yourself in a down dog. All right. Pedal it out. If this is your first activity in the morning or maybe at night, might be a bit stretchy, challenged. Embrace that challenge. Try to bring your heels to the floor. If they don't, if you're up here, that's great. Just push your hips back. Roll your biceps forward, open up the shoulder blades. Roll them down. Try to bring your armpits to the facing toward the ground or the mat. Push away. On an inhale, lift your right leg up. Bend the knee first. Open the hip second. But keep your chest toward the mat. We'll open that in a sec. Just open up the right side of your body a little bit. Mostly the hip flexors. Now you can open it up. Get a little wild with it. Don't be too wild. If you have sensitive shoulders, watch it, but stretch that right side of your body. Good. Return to a squared hip. Keep the knee bent. Bring it forward. Try to touch your forehead for 3, 2, 1. Step it forward as best you can. Lower your left knee to the floor. Untuck the left toes. Take your hands to your right knee and push them up. Get your torso as straight as you can. Bend into that back hip flexor. If this hurts your knee, you can always either shift the knee back, shift it forward, or find something squishy. Roll up your mat. Inhale. Bring your hands into Kali Mudra up above your head. Exhale. Sink deep into your hip flexors. Try to push your arms behind your head. If you can actually get it behind your head, phenomenal. If you can't, equally as phenomenal. Just push it. Now, what helps me in this stretch, squeeze your left glute. Really imagine you're trying to push yourself up, but you're not going to go anywhere. Squeeze the left glute and sink deeper. The glutes tell the hip flexors it's okay to go. We've got you. We support you. So squeeze the glute on the left side again. Try to sink. Pull your navel in. Don't let your abdominals sag here. That's how injury happens, and I don't want you to get injured. Lift your chest up. Look up to your hands as best you can, and bend your back a little bit, just a little bit. Squeeze your left glutes, squeeze. Breathe in. Exhale, bend back a little bit. Squeeze your left glutes. Breathe in. Exhale. And on the inhale, bring your hands back down to the ground. Push your hands back. Come onto the heel of your right foot. If you need to, slide it forward. A lot of people tend to fold forward here. I don't want you to do too much of that here. Instead, push your right heel real hard into the ground, like you can create a divot. That should allow you to pull this whole leg. It should be engaged. If somebody walked up to you, you'd be nice and rocky. Get a flat back, and then just tuck your head a little bit toward your chest and pull that leg. It's not going to go anywhere. You're stuck in that divot, but you should feel it pull all the way. Pull your toes back to your face. If you notice I'm quivering, you can use your hands a little bit to push forward into the ground while you pull the leg, the hip back. Square your hips. Pull. Pull it back. Good. Come forward into your Anjaneyasana. Sit up just a little bit. You don't have to bring your hands over if you don't want. Just let it stretch out. Back into the half splits. Slide your leg forward. Same thing. Grab that divot with your heel and pull. Tuck your chin a little bit. Keep flat back. Square your hips. Pull it back. Feel the stretch. Imagine you're sending your tailbone to the back of the room. Not throwing it, but trying to crawl it there. Just eking it out. Pull the toes to your shin. Pull the hips back, the heel back. Push your hands forward. On an inhale, come back to your Anjaneyasana. You can either bring your hands up if you like, or if you just want to keep them down to the side. It's wonderful. Bend into your left hip. And step back to down dog. Lift up your leg, bend the knee, open the hip. Hopefully it feels a little better. Find your wild thing. Drop your right foot behind your back. Open it up. Deep breath here. Come back to your downward dog. Let's do that on the left side. Left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Just keep your chest down to the mat. We'll get there. I promise. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now you can open it up. Be a little more wild and free. Try to push your right arm. If you want, you can lower it to the mat. But you don't have to do that. But think about that's the way it would go. You can Stretch out your left side of your body. Your heel might turn in a little bit, turn out. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, hold it. Deep breath in, return to your squared hips. Keep the knee bent. Engage that right outer hip. Bring the left knee forward. Touch your forehead for 3, 2, 1. Step it forward as best you can. Lower your right knee, untuck your right toes. Scoot the knee back if you like. Bring your hands on top of your left knee. Let's go right into it. Squeeze the right glute as hard as you can without giving yourself a Charlie horse. Without giving yourself a cramp. Pull your abdominals in. On an inhale, bring your hands above your head. Different pinky in front this time. If you don't remember, it doesn't matter too much. Just trying to seek some balance. Bend into your right hip flexors. Squeeze your right glute. At the same time, trying to drag your knee forward and drag your left heel back. So right heel forward, left heel back. Squeeze your right glutes. Hands, arms, try to bring them behind your head if you can. Take a deep breath. In, look up, and exhale. Lean back a little. Good. On your inhale, squeeze your glutes. Lean your hands back. Exhale, hold here. One more time. Inhale, squeeze your right glutes. Move your hands back. Exhale. On your inhale, hands to the floor. Shift your hips back. You can lift your leg up a little, slide it forward if you want. Again, same thing as the last side. Find a divot. Tuck into that divot and pull. Tuck your chin to your chest. Push your hands forward, pull your hips back. Imagine you can sandwich your two hips together. Push your tailbone back. Pull your heels to your shin. Shift forward into your Anjaneyasana. Sink deep into your right hip flexor. Again, you don't have to put the hands up if you want. You can if you totally like. And back to your half splits. Shift the foot forward. Elongate the back. And sink. Pull the heel through the mat. Crumple the mat if you can. Pull the hips back. Engage the leg. Deep breaths here for 3, 2, 1. Back into Anjaneyasana. Hands down or up as you see comfortable. Look up. And back to your half splits for the last time. Make it happy. Make it joyful. Deep breath in, chin to chest. Pull for 5, 4, 3. Send the hips back. 1. Bend into your hips. Lift your chest. Sink it down. Find your downward dog on your right leg. Open the left leg. Bend the knee. Square the chest down to the floor. Find your wild thing to close it off here. Push through the ball of your left foot. Push through the blade of your right. Extend overhead for 3, 2. Open the shoulders. 1. Find your downward dog. Roll forward into plank. Drop down to your tummy. Similar to how we started. Hands forward. Crawl them forward. Toes back. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Bring your hands into a comfortable position. Turn to the side. Turn to the side. Feel free to stay in that as long as you like. If not, push up to hands and knees. Find your knees. Thanks for stretching out with me. Have a lovely day.